all season long. First, lots of coaches.
The double team. Here comes some sort of.
It's low for him. Picks it out. Chance inside. Bank shot. It's Hartenstein goes down low. Hungry is starting to do that now. Randall fall. The home court starting in the same one as
4-3 that like to do that opposite.
Game one. Finds the elbow. Just leaning in. Well defended by. Didn't play at all in the fourth quarter. He's kind of feeling each other out like. Makes a good catch on a bad pass.
If you don't have the ball, the more you're.
Daniels right with him. Steps back. Baseline by Hartenstein. Randall again. Missed another. Holmgren gets it. And Lou Dort able to. Conley launches a three.
Guys are like Wolverine. They will heal.
Finds McDaniels. McDaniels, that's his. Dort lines up. Wallace against DiVincenzo. Dort stays in front.
Teammates.
Smooth gets inside. Finds some space. SGA on the drive. Boy, Edwards being such a. Alexander falling away. Off the game one. Made during the regular season as go back. 14 free throw attempts in game one. Effective.
One of the best offensive
Play. They thought there was a foul on him. Has it?
Doesn't feel like it.
DiVincenzo lines it up.
8 wins. If he has 63
Against Wallace. Goes inside. A little dump. And Wallace tracks it down. Bounce. Finds Holmgren. Holmgren inside. There's the double team. Holmgren catch. Holmgren drive. Block.
Jump shot and off the bounce game. He's elite.
2 games. And then this Minnesota shooting all season. The shot clock drives. Back shot. That's averaging 8 rebounds a game in the playoffs. Sidestep 3.
This is how you have to attack this.
Corner comes up short. And that's turnover for OKC. 8 attempts falling away. Difficult shot. There's Naz Reid, left hand. Nice. His first minutes. Wallace tries again. Alexander Walker does a good job. Off the bounce again. Drives down a lane.
Skills as a post player and their bench.
In game one, Caruso can't handle that. DiVincenzo, Williams feeling it. Holmgren back out. DiVincenzo wet. Holmgren. Alex. They were set. Wallace drives on Caruso, gets inside.
The more confident opponent.
Wallace on the drive, gets Caruso, sets, fires, connects. They've been dynamite inside the arc. Took 10 shots in the first quarter. Here in the second, Thunder back up on pass inside. And it goes right at Caruso and have one fast break point. Back to Edwards, corner 3. Puts it. Caruso left wide open. One. Votes for NBA All Defense this year. Didn't wait and type on Wiggins. Now brings it back out. On the drive. Hartenstein, the floater. DiVincenzo. Is an NBA game. McDaniels up on 3.5 remaining. Falling away. The Thunder. Williams the rebound.
Very similar to game one.
And himself. And that doesn't seem.
Good to see you.
Team success. McDaniels tries a 3. SGA pulls up. James searching for an opening. He's the young man of such high character. He'll just out. 5 on the 24. Gobert wanted the Edwards. Game clock. Gilgeous Alexander with 3-pointer to the Edwards. Alexander on the drive goes inside. About was. Does the defensive, and he's in the path too of Gilgeous Alexander.
Was happy with the performance of his Chris Finch about
leading scorer in game one to be productive. Gilgeous Alexander hanging with OKC and then all throws it at Holmgren inside. Was a Timberwolves fan growing up. He can't do on the court. As Williams makes the drive on Conley, sets, fires, can't get the fives, layup, shot won't go. On Edwards. Edwards again. All defense, second team.
This is off in terms of their productivity in the paint.
Randall, nice catch.
They're shooting 4 for 20.
Inside the arc. By the way, that's Gilgeous Alex. Good work from Conley. Spins, nearly poked away, shoots. Holmgren, Dort, Paul on a screen. Caruso trying to guard Randall.
So much harder to guard.
Excellent defense from Conley, but Williams. Edwards it ahead. McDaniels goes inside. Good
With the zone again.
in playoff career hit. Corner, Naz Reid fires away. Gilgeous-Alexander. Bounds. He's got 6 of those. DiVincenzo. A lot of contact there, but perhaps isn't happy with his game 1 performance. Alexander Walker with the 3. Well, starting with game 35-31, he's got Naz Reid cross court. Caruso, tough catch. DiVincenzo on the drive, gets zone defense to go to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pulls up.
Mike Moshe has said that when he thinks about it, he thought he was the best player in the world when he
Sees everything you want in a franchise. Here comes Wallace. Alley-oop to the 17-point game. Still guarding him.
Contact there, so I think it's the right call.
Stage a comeback. Holmgren inside. Lou Dort blocked by the 2. Such a huge part of good numbers offensively. Edwards inside. That's some 4th and 5th play.
Way.
Wide open Lou Dort. Wallace drives back for home.
Technicals are sending a message.
Gilgeous-Alexander gets inside.
It's the last 5 straight years.
Third. Playoffs in fewest turnovers committed. Plays them. Wallace launches. Edwards down the lane. Big turnaround here in game 2. Get the Wolves. Jaden McDaniels drives. Alexander Walker, beautiful. He's the 3rd. Timberwolves goes at Naz Reid. Spins, shot. Williams finds Hartenstein. McDaniels catches. Averaging almost 15 a game in the Rudy Gobert. Falling away. Shot is. Reid gets across the lane. Goes at Conley. Scoop layup.
Has to make an impact.
We talk about going straight up, Mike. Hey, that's marginal. I mean, I'm not sure what margin.
You put 1 down and 1 up. That's a
Gobert trying to hurt. They've cut a 24-point lead for McDaniels goes inside. Gilgeous-Alexander elbow jump. Gilgeous-Alexander hesitation. They've been chanting MVP all.
The right angle to attack.
Off the charts. Alexander Walker off the bounce. Nice feet. Gilgeous-Alexander, the hesitation. Jalen Williams drives to the rim. And McDonough is the call. 2 free throws. I'm frustrated. He fouled out in game 1. Stops and a travel. Pulls up just in. Gilgeous-Alexander on it. Fighting. Goes inside. High 13. This is the Clives. Goes inside and a late. And Dort 1-on-1. Edwards drives baseline. Left hand.
Speed on the baseline. Help comes over.
Stretch here. Jalen Williams stripped and. Alexander Walker now with battling it out here in the Western Conference. Blocked by Reid. Williams. First all-star selection. Tough defense. Well, they love him here. Reid tries to poke it away. Pulls up. Jump shot on the drive. Finds Holmgren. 4th quarter. Back to Jalen Williams. Puts up a 3. Edwards shuffles it off. Alexander. SGA inside. McDaniels. Holmgren inside. Picked up. Inside layup. On the drive. Pull up base. A 24-point deficit to 10. As he was when they went. Naz Reid. Quick release. Looking up at the. Holmgren gathers. He's got to put it up.
Got to their games at a higher.
McDaniels puts up the 3. Different. Another second half.
out that first half, but he was happy with the performance of his shots. And Richard also wanted me to ask Chris Finch about Anthony.
1 of 6, only 2 points. He was the leading scorer in game 1, so need both of them to be productive. Gilgeous-Alexander, say it time and time and again. You're hanging with OKC, and then all of a sudden, here comes Gilgeous-Alexander. Throws it ahead. Holmgren inside. Minnehaha Academy was a Timberwolves fan growing up. So yesterday, there's nothing he can't do on the court. Home chance of Lou as Williams makes the drive on Conley.
Finish.
Holmgren sets, fires, can't get the through. Randall in a hurry, drives, layup, shot won't go. Gobert. Dort on Edwards. Edwards again. Gobert, by the way, he made NBA all defense second team.
In game one when he was on versus off in terms of their productivity in the paint.
Lou Dort chased off the line. 9 boards for Gobert. Randall, nice catch inside.
Wondering how good OKC is. They're shooting 4 for 20.
Knocking everything down inside the arc. By the way, that's Gilgeous-Alexander starting in. Jalen Williams, good work from Conley. Movement here. McDaniel spins, nearly poked away, shoots. Holmgren. Dort called on a screen. 8 on the shot clock. Caruso trying to guard Randall.
Guys on the block. That makes it so much harder to guard.
Jalen Williams. Williams drives. Boy, excellent defense from Conley, but Williams, 15 points for Williams. Edwards. And went awry. Edwards throws it ahead. McDaniels goes inside. Goes to
Paint shots. And here they come with the zone again.
That is Williams for most points in playoff career history. Randall drives, kicks it out in the corner. Naz Reid fires away. Can't lead in that first half. Gilgeous-Alexander. Okay, Daniels misses. Williams rebounds. He's got 6 of those. DiVincenzo. Reid grabs the rebound.
Easy bucket.
Not a lot of contact there, but perhaps always positive every day. Certainly wasn't happy with his game 1 performance. Alexander Walker with the
Team is 5 for 27 from 3.
Well, starting with game 5, 31 points, 32 points, 35, 31. He's got lead up to 9. Naz Reid cross court. Alex Dort. Caruso, tough catch.
Something that they want to discuss with the refs.
DiVincenzo on the drive, gets it. Zone defense to go to home on the 24. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls up. Let's go to Lisa.
Hey, Mike, well, Shea has said that when he thinks about his good basketball player, and other nights, he thought he was the best player in the world when he won. Coincidence.
All right, Lisa, he's everything you want in a franchise play. Knocked away by SGA. Here comes Wallace. Alley-oop to home. 18-6 run, and all of a sudden it's a 17-point game. Caruso guarding him. Edwards.
There's some contact there, so I think it's the right call.
OKC, can the T-Wolves stage a comeback? Mason Wallace to Holmgren. Holmgren inside, Lou Dort, block bucket. So Dort will shoot the 2. He's become such a huge part of the players in the league, but still can get you good numbers offensively. Edwards inside. MVP votes, finished 8th in the voting. That's some 4th and 5th place.
Got to finish the same way.
Wide open Lou Dort. Mason Wallace drives back for home.
With certain technicals. Certain technicals are sending a message.
Cousin guarding Cousin. Gilgeous-Alexander gets inside.
He's led the NBA in drives the last 5 straight years.
Quick lead with a minute remaining here in the 3rd. AC, they lead the playoffs in fewest turnovers committed. So combination for anybody who plays them. Wallace launches a 3. Edwards down the lane. As we wind down the 3rd. Clock and game clock. Around, and right now the big turnaround here in game 2. Can the Wolves answer? Jaden McDaniels drives. Conley swings it. Alexander Walker, beautiful.
Slowly eat into this lead.
He's the 3rd Timberwolf with out in the corner. Wiggins throws it. Naz Reid spins, shot. Williams finds Hartenstein.
Setting his guy up.
McDaniels catches.
Body contact and getting through it.
Had just 7 points in game 1. Averaging almost 15 a game in the play. Jalen Williams goes with Rudy Gobert, falling away. Shot is good. gets across the lane. Caruso goes at Conley. Scoop layup. His three-pointer in and out.
About to come in the game. Julius Randle has to make an impact.
Hartenstein's frustration, though, there. We talk about going straight up, Mike.
Signals a foul.
I disagree. That's marginal. I mean, I'm not sure what marginal.
Hands straight up and down. You put one down and one up, that's a foul.
Daniels. Gobert trying to harass him as they've cut a 24-point lead or deficit. McDaniels goes inside. He's got 19. Gilgeous-Alexander, elbow jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander, hesitation. Competition. They've been chanting MVP all night.
To give this guy just the right angle to attack.
High volume score is just off the charts. Reed, Alexander Walker off the bounce. Nice feed and trying to put some pressure. Gilgeous-Alexander, the hesitation. Jalen Williams drives to the rim. Left for Jalen Williams.
And then he got the strip.
And McDaniels.
Efficiency.
So flagrant one is the call. 2 free throws on possession. He's especially frustrated. He fouled out in game 1. Drives on Gobert, stops, and a travel. Anthony Edwards pulls up just inside. 5.5 remaining. Gilgeous-Alexander on a drop. T-Wolves still fighting. Goes inside, high off. Approach 5 minutes remaining. It's back to 13. This is the closest. Jalen Williams fakes a pass, now drives, goes inside, and lays it. Edwards and Dort one-on-one. 8 on the 24. Edwards drives baseline, left-handed.
Poses appropriately. He gets beat on the baseline. Help comes over.
He needs some help down the stretch here. Jalen Williams stripped and stole. Alexander with his 4th foul. Alexander Walker now with close. We're battling it out here in the Western Conference Final. Williams to Holmgren. Blocked by Reed. Williams puts earlier this season, his first All-Star selection. Full of assists, some steals, the usual tough defense where they love him here. Assists. Tries to stay in front. Reed tries to poke it away.
Couple of threes.
Edwards pulls up, jump shot, put. Lou Dort on the drive, finds Holmgren. Holmgren off his 15 points here in the 4th quarter.
Now, so you need a little bit of size.
Up top. Right back to Jalen Williams, puts up a 3. Edwards shuffles it off. Alexander Walker. SGA inside. McDaniels. Holding. Holmgren has it. Holmgren inside. Adjust. 9 rebounds, 6 assists. Holmgren knocked away by Edwards. Picked up. Inside layups. Hands of Gilgeous-Alexander. On the drive. Pull up baseline. Got a 24-point deficit to 10. Games, he said he's the same guy as he was when they won the final minute. Naz Reid. Quick release. Looking up at the shot. The spin inside Holmgren. Holmgren gathers. He's got to put it up.
Spots on the floor that they wanted to. Got to their games at a higher consistency.
Lost the handle. Picked up by Conley. McDaniels puts up the 3.
They look very different.
Another second half.